So for our Innovators Award, we have Dr. Bruce Hirsch and Dr. Gerard.
I always, I spent my life trying to understand disease and disease processes, and I always had the idea that it would be wonderful for this to be translated into something that could really affect the lives of patients. But it really wasn't until I began collaborating with Bruce that this really became a reality in an incredibly exciting way. And on that note, it's also especially, especially important to me to be associated with the sponsors of this award, including Cubist and Synthetic Biologics, who are really leading an ecosystem approach to correcting fundamental problems with the way that modern medicine affects the jungle of bacteria in our bodies and the important implications has to do with health. So on that note, I'll pass the mic to Bruce, who's
Christian asked that I speak for the next 3.5 hours. So I hope you all have a drink to be able to sustain yourself. Do you know how a story, just a little detail, tells you about a person? I never met Peggy Lewis. I got this impression that this is a person who loves well and is well loved. And the story that came across that gave me insight is that I understand that she's been a kindergarten teacher as well as a waitress, among other things, and that she read a book to her kindergarten students over and over again. And the kindergarten book was the classic by Taro Bumi titled Everyone Poops. And the idea that this person is so connected and comfortable with herself, and that she can help kindergartners be comfortable with themselves and their bodies, and that there's a generation of people who are comfortable with poop, I think is really good prospects for me and Gerard's business. I do have a couple of thank yous, and I have a short story, and I have a couple of questions. And the thank yous, I really thank Christian and Lane for this very unexpected honor. I can't tell you how smart Gerard is. He's a brilliant person to work with, and I've learned a lot from him. And I'm very appreciative of the people that I work with at North Shore. John D'Agostino is here, Lauren McCullough is here. Lois Small and Susan Chin actually helped put these beautiful capsules together, and they do it with a match and a smile. Roshni Matthew is here, Lisa Matthew is here, Pat Kowalski, Josette is overseeing all of us, and it's just very, very nice that they're here with me. I also need to thank my beautiful wife, Dr. Susan Hirsch, who's sitting in I had a lot of strange ideas, and Susan has never for one moment doubted me. And that one moment was at 1:35 on Tuesday on February 28, 1998, and thank you very much, honey. I still remember it. I'm still grateful for that beautiful day. So this is the short story part, and the short story part occurred a couple of years ago, and I was called to do an infectious disease consult on an elderly woman who came to our emergency department. And this woman was suffering from chronic C. diff. This is a woman who was dealing with multiple bowel movements every single day, day after day, and she had enough. She couldn't stand the diarrhea anymore. And she took some Lolol, and Lolol actually worked. It kind of paralyzed her gut. But the gut had been flushing out the C. diff. The gut had been flushing out the toxins. And when she took the Lomotil, the toxins accumulated, and she came into the hospital, and she was desperately ill. We tried to save her, and she died shortly after that. And we were reviewing this case. This case is compelling. It was preventable. There's treatments that are available. And my pharmacy friend, Donna Sin, actually asked me about that strange article that appeared in the infectious disease literature earlier about the idea that blenderized feces going down an NG tube can make a difference, it can help someone. And that led to a couple of questions. And that's when this all started. And the questions go like this. And I think all the questions, for the most part, have the same answer. And the first question is, really? This works? Really? This is a possibility? I'm an infectious disease doc. I kill bacteria for a living. Bacteria are going to be the new wonder drug. All of a sudden, I've been pushing these antibiotics, and now excrement is what is excellent in the care of patients with C. diff. Is this possible? Would anyone be crazy enough to try this? Is there, if something is effective, even if it's really gross, don't we have a responsibility to investigate? Is there anything that could be more disgusting than this? I went to medical school residency, and this is what I end up doing? What will my mother say? What is the story here? Is the FDA serious when they said that feces was a medication? Who are they talking about? Don't we have to make this treatment as available as possible? Don't we have to care for other people? Don't we have to do whatever it takes for this woman who is coping with this, for Judy Dexter who is coping with C. diff, for Peggy Lillis that was coping with C. diff, the victims, the 14,000 or so Americans who die each year. Who cares how gross it is? We have to do whatever it takes. And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. We have to do whatever it requires. We have to care for each other. We have to be responsible for each other. We're in this together. And anything that we can do, and if the healthy bacteria from one person can help recuperate and help bring to health another person, then that's something that we need to do. So I want to say that we now have to understand that the human body is not one organism. It's a forest with multiple trees, with billions of different organisms. We live in balance with this amazing microbiome. And we have to honor the memory of hundreds of thousands of us who are vulnerable to preventable threats, to preventable illnesses. Life is too short not to give a shit about each other. Honor the memory of Peggy Lillis, and thank you so much for